here in my garage with my 1946 Dodge half-ton truck. I got this truck when I was 16, and this truck was in a field. It hadn't run for several years, and my cousin's husband said, "Dan, I have a truck for you that you can work on. I'll give it to you if you promise to not customize it or ruin it. It should just be kept stock." So he wrote up a little agreement, and I signed it, and I went and picked up the truck. The truck was, the bed was full of debris, like yard garbage, but underneath all the yard garbage I found headlights, all the lenses for the turn signals, I found the transmission, I found all kinds of great things in the bed of the truck underneath all the garbage. So then because I was taking an auto mechanics class at East High School, I started working on this truck. And the first order of business was to get it in the garage at home, which was a trick because we lived on a hill and a very steep driveway. But we got it in the driveway, and then I found a motor out of a car at the junkyard and proceeded to get that into the truck. So then the trick was, how do we get it to run? And I have an uncle who lives in Texas, and he came on business through Salt Lake one day, and he was wearing his white shirt and his tie, and he came to have dinner, and I was saying I can't seem to get my truck to start now that I've got this motor put in it. And he said, well, let's get it running. So he showed me how to prime it better with some gas and oil, and the truck started, and I was sitting in the cab. There was no mufflers on it at the time. It was loud, and this big puff of blue smoke came billowing out of the garage. But I was sitting in the cab of the truck with a Cheshire grin on, my mom says, because the truck was running. So that's the story of Bill. I worked on it all through high school, and then I got it painted the year after I graduated. I dated my wife in this truck, so it's been in the family a long time. This truck, it has a name. Its name is Bill, for Bill Bunyan Dodge. That was the name I was given by Michael Knowles, my cousin's husband. So also riding around in the back of this truck is a soapbox derby car. Soapbox derby is kind of the start of me working on cars and being really interested in them. Besides building model cars, the plastic model cars, when I was, I guess when I was about 11, my father and I went to classes and learned how to build a soapbox derby car. I had to rebuild it each summer because I kept outgrowing it, and in those days you could spend like $20 on your car, and it was a gravity race car. We raced on Sunnyside Avenue from the mouth of Hogle Zoo down to the road that goes up to This Is the Place Monument. The road now curves, but it used to be straight, and we got going the first 2 years about 40 miles an hour, which was a blast in our gravity racers. So I'm karting around in Bill, a late model soapbox derby. This is one that kids today can order from the Soapbox Derby organization. It comes with a molded plastic body, a floorboard, and the axles and the wheels, and the steering apparatus, and the brake apparatus, and then a big instruction book on how to put it together. So that's kind of the story of Bill. And he's been around a long time, and he's a lot of fun to drive. And for Christmas a year ago, my wife gave me brand new tires for Bill, which was great because the tires that were on Bill they were about 40 years old. So when it had sat in the garage for a while, when I'd go to drive it, they were like square tires. But with my new tires, it's nice and smooth like you used to be.